Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with the 1982 Honda CX500 Turbo. Time to do more work on it. So guys, if you're not familiar with our 1982 CX500 Turbo, we picked this guy up a week or so ago from a buddy of mine, and we went about cleaning it up, getting it ready, hooked a battery to it, checked compression, squirted with a little juice, and made some noise. Let's push the button. So now we're going to do some further cleaning. We're going to clean the engine up really good. We're really going to clean these wheels because they're pretty bad. And then we're going to start figuring out fuel. See if the fuel pump works. We're going to pull the tank off, start cleaning that process, start checking everything out. We may even pull out the injectors and start cleaning them. I'm excited. So we're going to begin the process of cleaning the tank, dismantling, seeing what we have so we can figure out what it is that we need. But the first thing we're going to do is clean this sucker up. So guys, these are our weapons for today. We're going to use the steam cleaner, use some of these cleaners. I don't know which one works, let's be honest. I just bought the ones that were on sale. This wheel cleaner to try to clean it up. I bought this. This is a tire and wheel cleaner. It changes colors as it cleans. So let's find out how that happens. Sprays on blue, turns white as it cleans. So let's see, that may be fun. We got some tire foam, but mainly we're going to use a big old tub of this elbow grease to get this work done. Okay, we're going to start up here with this front wheel, and I went ahead and put it on the rollers here so I can spin the wheel. Look, this thing has been pressure washed, and look how dirty it is. Look at this. It's so bad. Let's get busy cleaning this sucker up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with this Armor All heavy duty tire and wheel cleaner. Why? Because it was the first one I grabbed. It goes on blue and then turns white. I've got a whole bunch of towels down on the ground to catch stuff. I think I wanted to start with this one because it was a foam, really, to tell you the truth, because I could get it in all these spots. I mean, put the exhaust fan on. Using a well ventilated area. The steam cleaner is warming up, so we'll get to it in just a little while, but we'll let that soak. We'll do the other side. You can already start to see it dripping off. So we'll see what it looks like. We're going to spray some down around here on the engine before we get to steam cleaning that. Just what we can reach before we take the fairing off at a later date. So we're going to look to get all of this. We're just going to spray it and let it do its magic. Let's let that do its work. So it seems to be working. There's stuff dripping off, which is good. Same thing over here. This wheel is looking better where it's gone through and cleaned. I'm going to break out this old toothbrush and do some scrubbing on it to see if I can help it out a little bit more. But it looks like we got some stuff running down right here, which is good. This is going to require multiple passes at this. This is just the first pass with a wheel cleaner. Now keep in mind, we have already pressure washed this. You want to think about how dirty it was. So you kind of can't tell the condition of it until you clean it, right? At least that's my opinion. Let me know down below, what do you think? I mean, I am a type of person that I prefer to clean it before I start working on it, just so I believe it makes the bolts come off easier, everything else. So I'd rather have this engine nice and clean before I really dig into it. let's see if we can get the steam cleaner out and see if this cleans up. So I've got a little brush on the end of it, but let's see. Look at how good just the tires look just from cleaning that stuff off. I mean, it's pretty awesome. So let's stay at it. Let's wipe this guy off. Look, we're still getting stuff off here. But it looks way better. Look at that. That looks way better. That front wheel looks good. Woo, this is exciting. Guys, if you want to get re-engaged with your project, just clean it. Sometimes just cleaning it and having it look like that says, holy crap, let me get back to work on this sucker. That is looking way better. Look at that. That is looking so good. We still have some dirt and grime in places we should. Things sat ignored for, 30 years, 25 plus years. So, but hey, these wheels look good. I was thinking that we'd have to do something with them, but the only thing we have to do with them is ride it. That looks good. Oh, and this guy's still cooking over here. So let's see how good that's gonna look. That's looking way better. Not too bad. Not too bad for the first run. We're gonna move over here to the engine and steam clean it. Right in here. So guys, not too bad. If it stays like this, it's awesome. It's gonna dry and it's gonna be a little flatter. It's not gonna be as shiny. So I'd rather have it clean when we start to get into it. Just it makes it easier to see everything. You get rid of the grime and you can tell what you're looking at. Plus it's super rewarding. Let's go around to the other side, do the other side. Look at that front wheel. Jeez and Pete, that looks good. Gosh, see, that's so much better. It's just so much better. Let's move on over here to this side. Looking pretty good. Whew. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, we're gonna move to the back wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the steam cleaner before I spray it with any stuff to see if that makes a difference. Plus I ran out of the other foamy stuff, so. I've got to put the AC on in here because I am turning it into a steam room. Okay. The GoPro shut itself off because it got super hot, but look at the way it looks now. I mean, this is, it's clean. It's not, by all means, we got some paint missing in some spots. We're not perfect, but we're well on our way towards it. Look, you can now see the engine number here. Even the shift pattern is listed right here, which we couldn't see it before. These are gonna have to be polished a bit. I'm gonna get the little brass brush out and see if I can knock off some of these barnacles off of this. But look at that front wheel. That front wheel looks really good. And we're gonna make another pass with the steam cleaner just to see if we can get more stuff off. It's there. This side better than the other side. We still have, you can see how, I hope you can see it. You can see how there's still some stuff in there. And I don't know if it's just stuff embedded in the finish that we just have to get off, but it's definitely better than it was. That is nice. It's a good looking wheel. Now we did, like I showed you before, we did the engine already. Our steam cleaner's heating back up, and we did the back wheel. The back wheel has seen better days. The finish is faded a little bit more. This stuff is coming off, but it looks like it may be pitted through. So we'll see. Still have to get some more back here. Just more cleaning to be done here. We just did one first pass with it, and we'll do another one. But it is starting to look better. That swing arm down there looks good. Again, little baby steps. We're making baby steps in the right direction. That's all that matters. Looks good. Let me show you the other side. Again, this back wheel is not as good as the front wheel, but it's cleaning up. There's the engine. At least it doesn't have, at least when I wipe it off, rub my finger on it, I'm not getting any grime on it. It's definitely better. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can knock off some of these barnacles here. Okay, let's check this thing out. Look at how clean this thing came out. At the front of that engine over there. The engine looks good here. Way better. I mean, I'll wipe it now. There's nothing on my finger, so it's awesome. Rear wheel needs some love. I mean, it's way better, but it's faded. You can see where it's like it's not as gold as what the other one was. You can see it right in through here. It still needs some cleaning, but it is cleaner than before. Same thing over here. That all looking way better. And then the engine on this side. That looks good. And then back side of this one. Looks good. Look how white the white letters are, which is awesome. Now, let's dig in to see what's under this seat. Okay, let's pop this guy off. Our ignition box is right here. Our ECU is back here. And we know we have ignition. We know we have spark. This guy needs to be cleaned up. It's probably not going to happen today, but once we take everything off, we'll be able to clean up underneath here. Okay, let's see if we can get this fuel line off. There's still fuel in this tank, and it's kind of stinky. We got one off. The other one is this big zip tie. Ugh, this stuff stinks. Big zip tie is for the other fuel line for the petcock. Let me cut that zip tie off. There we go. Oh, it is off. Yeah, this is pretty gross. Oh, it's way gross. I'm gonna get a gas can I can just pump it into. Okay, let's see if we have everything off of this. We should have a cinder. That's it right there. Good. Let's move this to the bench. Okay, let's see if we can take this petcock out. I'm probably going to make a pretty substantial mess. I'm going to try to aim this juice right here into that bucket. I feel juice in there, but I'm not getting any out. Yep, that's what it was. Look at that. Yep. Unsweet tea that's coming out of there. This fuel is 25 years old. I guess I'll put the petcock back in and then just run some carb cleaner in it. What we'll probably do, not today, but we'll probably end up pulling our sender off. Oh, look, this one's clogged, so maybe I can pull that one off. That one's plugged. Maybe I can pull that one off and make it a little easier. But we'll pull our sender off because that'll give us more access to everything else in there. And it'll give us a chance to clean our sender too. I need to check and see what kind of gasket there is on that. I'm gonna go ahead and just spray some carb cleaner in here and let this just kind of soften up that varnish. And maybe we put some, I was gonna say some fresh gas in here, just to kind of soften it all up. Put it back on since I've got that carb cleaner in there, and we'll let that carb cleaner kind of work its way to the bottom and get all the stuff that was just sitting down there. And then we'll end up having to take this petcock apart and see if we can rebuild it. And by rebuild it, I mean take it apart, put it back together, see if it functions. We'll let that sit down there, get that carb cleaner down there towards the bottom, and we'll put the cap on it. I'll set it on the side. Let me take this stinky stuff outside so I don't have to smell it anymore. Okay, let's get this side cover off. Oh, you can see down there, so my tab is right there. Okay, let's see if this will work. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. So I'm going to have to see if I can either take this guy off. It's just one screw right here. See if I can get both of these keyed or unkeyed, if you will, just so I can stick something in and turn it ideally the key that we have. So look at these colorful relays, or just plugs. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of nice. This all needs to be cleaned. Look how dirty it is. This is the rear suspension air pressure. Rear master cylinder probably needs some juice. What do you think? I would imagine that after 25 years, yeah, it's bone dry. And this back brake feels like it's dragging. So our fuel injector, figure out where it goes, because that's going to need to be cleaned. I got to find our fuel pump. I think it may be right in here. They don't put it in an easy spot, you know. They don't say, hey, here you go. You can get to it. So okay, maybe this is our fuel pump. Yeah, this is our fuel rail right here. This is our fuel pump right there. Looks like that's it. Found it. Well, we can check and see if that sucker powers on. Okay, so I have the Power Probe hooked up to our jump box, positive, negative, negative, and then I have the negative grounded right here to the engine. And now I'm just going to go right here to the positive side of the fuel pump. And if I hit this button, hopefully fuel pump makes noises. Nothing. Guys, that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid we were going to run into a fuel pump problem. So it kind of stalls us with where we are, because now we need to solve this guy, and it may be replacement. Okay, I decided to go ahead and pull the fuel pump off. I'll show you. It's just this one bolt here. You undo the banjo bolt, and then the whole thing kind of wiggles out. Don't be alarmed when I pull out this knife. It's one way to get it. I'm spewing this. Oh, it's making such a mess. It's so gross. Oh, look, it's just pouring all over the floor. Ugh. It's gonna smell so bad. Well, I wanted to drain that fuel line, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't anticipate doing it tonight. The good thing is I did just clean the motorcycle, and I've got a bunch of wet towels right over there that I can just put on the floor. That'll go in. Okay, so I've got just another fuel pump I have for the Kawasaki, and I just wanted to check to make sure it's not anything else besides the fuel pump. So I've got it plugged in, just little jumpers hooked up to the fuel pump wires. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key on. We should hear some fuel pump noises. Oh, make sure the pump, we turn the key off. Let me turn the battery on. So turn the battery on. There we go, we got fuel pump noises. So let's see if I turn this off. Yep. Yep, so it's the fuel pump for sure. So I may try to see what this one is rated for, see if it's rated at enough juice to be able to to have enough pressure for that. See if I can just jam it right there. The only problem I'm going to need with this one is that this one has, I need a banjo bolt, and I wonder if I can pull that one off. I wonder if that unscrews. If that'll unscrew and then thread into there, that would be awesome. And then this is a fitting that should work right there for that. So let me see. So guys, There you have it, our 1982 CX500 Turbo with a bad fuel pump and really, really clean wheels and engine. I'm so happy with the way these wheels turned out, especially this front one. This looks so much better. Guys, you remember what it looked like before? And I'll share with you why I'm so excited about this is because this is what I walk into every day. So I might as well make that look as good as it can. And it's looking so much better. I went ahead and put I'm kind of crazy like this. I would rather come into it looking like this and then have to take the tank and the seat off to start again than to have the tank and the seat laying somewhere else. I want to stay motivated. And yeah, this thing is awesome. Fuel pump. That's our next course of action. We get that, we're going to start making turbo noises. So that'll be good. That's our next step. Go pros. So guys, I want to thank you for watching another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day. And stay tuned for Turbo Tuesdays, Turbo Thursdays. We got a turbo now, so it may be turbo every day.